welcome message. And we should be live. Excellent. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Legacy of Mythal campaign, episode 61. This is 61. So, still in the battle with Chuth, the Green Dragon, and the Wyrmspeaker Naren Vane. So,
the magical dragon.
Yeah, Chuth the Magic Dragon. That would work. So last week, the battle with Chuth and his minions continued, with hordes of dragon spawn emerging from the western side of the lake. Spot was surrounded, taking hits from dragon spawn zealots, and disengaged to run towards Alamir. The rest of the party took out the 4 Ettins, and all except for Heth, who couldn't shake the dragon's frightful presence, made their way into the main cavern. Spells exploded everywhere, including a fireball from Alamir, reverse gravity from Luna, that took out most of the cultists and dragon spawn. But a mage on the other side of the cavern cast his own fireballs into the midst of the heroes, one blast after another, focused primarily on Alamir. As the number of enemies continued to dwindle, Chuth used his lair actions to slowly heal himself, and then he once again turned invisible. And as Spot engaged with the last 2 cultists, with the green Wyrmspeaker Naren Vane hanging from a stalactite high above, the sound of great leathery wings flapping could be heard as the dragon flew somewhere in the far end of the cavern, getting closer, seemingly ready to rejoin the battle. And that is where we rejoin our adventure. And so, you hear the sound of wings from over on the other side of the cavern. Luna, it is really close to you, and Spot, you as well. You can tell that the dragon seems to be flying towards where Spot is engaged with the 2 dragon fangs. But on the way there, get a nice little cone, snap to corner, linger, and I believe I was doing it like from here, like 60 feet, like that.
Hey, I think he's right there, guys.
That's my theory.
So you can see, obviously, where the cone comes from. So you're pretty sure you have an idea of at least where its head was mid-flight. And I need Alamir, Luna, and Zem to save versus con saves, please. Uh, 10 does not make it. 15 does not make it, and then 11 doesn't. So you all fail.
Can I add my inspiration?
Oh yeah, yes. Go ahead. You can absolutely add your inspiration.
Alamir, is yours at advantage for a reason, or just rolled that way?
I think he just has it set to roll twice. Yeah. A 9 on top of the 10 does in fact save. So Zem, you do save. You're going to take base 29 poison instead of 59. So Luna and Alamir and Luna, you have inspiration too if you'd like to try to use that.
Actually, I do. I need to roll, what, D6 or D10?
It's a D10. And so you also save. So you also take 29. And Alamir is the only one taking the full 59 poison.
How?
Alamir probably won't
Alamir's
mind.
resistant.
You're resistant?
Yeah.
Poison?
Oh,
29 also.
just out of curiosity, what gives you resistance to poison?
Is it dwell aboard a belt of dwarven kind?
Oh, that is correct. You are resistant, so you also only take 29 points.
Gotcha. But now that made me bloodied, so I'm going to take a level 6 spell back.
There you go. And The flapping continues. Spot. You feel the rush of air above you, and you see Narenvain drop down and then be carried away. So everyone can see Narenvain
Floating.
basically floating. So let's see, 10.
I mean, if she would have got on his back, she would have been invisible because anything he carries.
But does that happen? I don't think that would take effect after you cast the spell, though.
Yeah, I would assume not.
Yeah. And then 25, 35. I'm pretty sure this is 80. Yes. 45, 50, 60. And so 45, 55, 65. And right here, there's a splash, and Narenvain, you watch Narenvain go down into the water.
We still have water breathing, don't we?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
All right.
I just know he's not on the turn order. I just was wondering what his initiative was.
Yeah, he can move in between turns. Or she can move in between turns.
The dragon can attack. That's what I was wondering. What is the dragon's initiative?
Well, the dragon is 2, so
When okay, that's the
was
question. Okay.
initiative 2. Yep. And yeah, so the dragon was initiative 2, and Narenvain was initiative 19. And it is now Zem's turn.
Can you point out where it splashed, please?
Right over here.
Okay, I can't see it. I gotta back up then.
Can you see it now?
None of us can.
No.
I mean, you probably can't see that far into the cavern, but you can't see the ping either. Okay, here, let's do it this way. I'll just do it this way. So if we do a measure line, so you see the measurement I'm doing from you. So
No.
it is okay. Well, it basically
I don't either.
80,
Okay, now I got
80,
whoever's doing that. That works.
It's over there somewhere.
So 85 feet due straight to the right of you.
Okay, that works.
Oh wait, I know why you couldn't see my ping. Hold on, I'll do it. I can do it now. I was on the wrong layer. My apologies. Right here. Can you see that?
Okay. Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. I will fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So that's my normal movement. I don't see anything other than the ripple of the waves since he plunked through the water. Or she plunked through the water.
You do see ripples over here. Go ahead and make a perception check since you're flying. I assume you're probably up at least 20, 30 feet. The ceiling is only 40 feet high. 22. That is enough. You notice two things. You notice over here, you see a cave in the water. It's an underwater cave. And you see Narenvain right here, about 10 feet away from the cave. Underwater.
Swimming towards the cave entrance, I would assume.
Right, or actually looking like he's flying towards the entrance. So.
Okay. All right. Well then. Well, out of character, I'm thinking about rushing to the entrance to try to prevent him to blow through, but I have a hunch with my hit points, I'm not going to last a round. Anybody have any better ideas? Otherwise, that's what this turkey's going to do. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Without seeing the location, I can't tell you anything.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's pretty simple. Stand in the entrance and say "None shall pass" and die, or or something else. I don't know.
My
I
answer
have
to
an
that.
idea.
My answer to that was Wall of Force. But yeah,
If I have an idea for you, say I'll try to dispel the invis.
Okay. Wall of Force.
To let you know, I can't do anything for you, Zem. You got to that is your choice.
Yep.
Grab your belt, give yourself a whole lot of hit points, and just pull out your mage's staff. I'm about to piss off some commoners.
All right. So you fly in there. When you fly in, you see, you feel as you're flying in, you actually, as you're flying through the water, you can feel the rush, and you see a displacement of water directly to your left. And in front of you, 10 feet away, in the water, you see that
That's not
one
gross.
dragon spawn that had ran away. It's swimming, still trying to swim away from you through the tunnel.
Okay. I have consumed my action, and my turn is complete.
All right. Alamir, it is your turn.
So did you tell us anything or not?
What? Did you tell us? There are 6 people here.
I was talking about Zimsta.
Oh.
Yes, I'm diving in, going in, and that's it.
That's all you hear.
And you don't tell us anything that you see. Great.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Awesome.
If I'm underwater, I don't think so. So
That's true.
Well, you could. It would just be.
yes, it would.
I don't know. Does he actually have to talk into it, or is it just?
Actually,
I thought it was telepathic.
That's a
It
good.
is.
Okay,
It is
then I would tell him
That
the
is-
guy that was
oh.
running away. Yeah,
That is
then I
why
would.
it sounds like that.
He just does for the heck of it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So I do share what I see.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I just hold my hand up and I roll 20 on the guy in front of me for 28 points of damage.
Which one?
This is the one right in front of
Oh,
me.
that guy right in front of you there. So
28 points of damage.
20 hits because it's at disadvantage.
Mhm.
So 20. Yeah, that's well beyond its force. So you.
So this disappears. Thank God. Oh, do I have to roll my for breath weapon? Do I roll concentration?
Yeah, because you got hit.
Is
Okay.
it? But no, but you don't have that.
I have haste still
There's
up.
haste on me.
Oh, for the haste, yes. Yes,
Okay.
for the
Then-
breath
and,
weapon.
yes,
you do.
I'm changing
So
this to normal roll.
20. So that means it's a 14. You need at least a 14 or greater to keep your concentration.
And
24
this time I do have advantage.
Yes,
for
you do.
concentration. All right, so it maintains that. That guy's dead, and then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bring it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And then we get a lair action, which now, you know what? Let's see, exit preview. Yeah, now lair action, and Zem is right there in front of him.
How convenient.
He's
convenient,
taking the
yes.
lair action for the team.
He's taking it.
Where the heck? There we go. Oh, here they are. Yeah, see, I was never so okay. Well, actually, before we do the lair action, he's going to do a legendary action. We might as well just get that out of the way. He is going to... Yeah, that works. It's going to beat its wings. And... Zem, you need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Well, hang on. If we're in the water, can he actually beat his wings?
Yeah, is this the same wind he's going to cause and everything else? I'm a little confused with that one.
It's going to buffet you with the water.
So
Absolutely.
So he's going to back
water.
up some good distance probably too from the, the big wave.
Yeah, that is a displacement. He would either have to move and it wouldn't be as effective, or if he's staying in one spot, something else has got to happen.
Wow,
Gotta put
such
science into this.
defiance.
Physics. Okay. What's the save?
It's a dexterity. Dexterity.
And it's half because you're underwater. I don't know. I just wanted to come into the conversation.
Sure.
But it's doubled because he's in heavy armor.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Go. All right. Nat 20. You make the save.
And the next one.
So
The flying colors.
you avoid. So yeah, the water is not as quite as effective, and so you're able to kind of turn your body. A little rush of water comes at you, and you're heavy enough, and you're also using your fly spell, so you don't budge. Easily able to let it roll over you, and so you don't move out of the way either. That's not what he wanted. So,
Bahamut, Sophia, and I will not let you pass.
okay. So what happens instead? Oh man, that's just not going to work as well either, is it?
No.
He can just skip his turn. I mean, that'd be okay.
So, no, instead,
No.
he is going to he can't do that here. This is really okay. This is really annoying. So instead, I have to look up one more thing. I got 3 different places. I got to look at all his abilities.
The dragon took too long to think about what he was going to do.
Yeah,
It was just his turn.
I know.
Disqualified this turn. Yeah.
So you know what?
Stay, you confused him.
It's okay. A green glow comes into the well, actually you can't see it anyway. So he used his lair action. It's done. Jinx, it's your turn.
So I don't see anybody that's bad guys. I'm not 100% sure where we're all at.
Though you do know that around the corner Spot was
I
fighting.
mean, there's
something.
there's 2 guys fighting me, and I've called that out multiple times.
Yeah, we just let you fight though.
Well, I was in the corner there. I can't literally see anybody. I've just moved up a little bit.
Yeah.
I can start seeing
Your
you guys.
character knows that I'm fighting though, because he dodged around the corner to hide a little bit.
Are you this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
there it is.
Yeah, there's a little ot in there.
Yeah, it's a little difficult because it's just not quite whatever.
I did turn off the nocturnal off of all of your night vision though, so you should be able to see clearly out to the full range.
What is up with all these guys?
So those are elves. They are wood elves. There are nobles and commoners who, from what you've heard since you came in, they were serving the dragon, but basically under duress. And
Are they running for this fire down here?
That is where so Alamir had put that down there to maybe cast a fireball,
Okay.
but he didn't
He's
actually
prepping.
use it yet. Yes, he was prepping it.
Further down, there was also a lightning bolt somewhere. Oh, it's up top. Okay.
It's up top.
Okay. Okay. So, sorry. This right here gets me in the spot closest to everything. Okay. So I can't see this dragon on my screen.
Nope.
But we know its name.
That's fine. Chuth. Chuth is the name.
You said Chuck?
Chuth.
Yeah. Just go with Chuck.
Like,
Chuck the
what?
dragon. No. Yeah. UTA.
The magic
Chuth.
dragon. Chuck the magic dragon.
Um, I'm going to help try to. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm so sorry. It's been a while.
No problem. No problem.
You hit the guys in red.
Yeah. I get a sneeze, I think. Hold
And
on.
there's a mage right over here that needs to die. Because he keeps fireballing me.
Sorry about that. I had to sneeze.
That sounds like a mage duel to me.
Actually, Jinx, go ahead and roll a perception since you're looking around at various targets. Yep. No. So yeah, you see, yeah, you basically see
This-
the two dragon fangs and the commoners and the nobles and
But
the dead
based off-
bodies. There's dead bodies everywhere, but
Based off Zemsta's response and everything else and where he was positioned, do I believe that Zemsta's within 100 feet of me? How far do I feel like Zemsta's away from me? How would I know that?
well, you would have. So you knew where Zem was, and you
Yep,
knew
and he
that
went
he was
over
flying.
here somewhere.
And you are, yeah. So you would have known that he couldn't have gotten much.
Mind you, this is the same round.
Yeah, much further than like over here, which is within 100 feet of you.
Awesome. And I know that he said he was in combat with the one thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Alathem's Psychic Glance on I want to call him Chuck now. So I'm gonna call him Chuck because it's Chuck. I'm sorry. But I want to cast that on him because there's a chance I can help, even though he's got probably a million legendary resistance, and it won't matter.
Technically, he's used 3 of his legendary actions to counterspell and his resistances.
They probably refresh every round. Anyways, I'm
No,
going to cast that.
please
It's 120 feet. As long as it's within 120 feet, and I don't have to see him as long as I know their name.
You don't have to see; you just have to know they're there.
It's you unleash the shimmering lance of a psychic power from your forehead. The creature that you can see. Alternatively, you can utter the creature's name. If the creature's within range, it becomes the spell's target, even if you can't see it.
Ooh.
If the named creature isn't within range, the lance dissipates without effect.
Yeah. So
It's an intelligence saving throw.
So you say its name, I assume. All right. And
It's 120 feet though, instead. That's why I asked about 100 feet because
Say my name.
I was
say
playing
my
safe.
name.
that is going to use a legendary resistance to save.
Okay. Excuse me. On a failed save, the target takes 7d6 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of your next turn. What? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, it's not incapacitated, but they take the damage.
Right.
So, wow.
How many ones
Such
did
bad
you roll?
rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's like
whole
how
time.
I was rolling damage. So
That's normal. That's normal though. That's,
He,
so takes
he
10
only rolled
points.
one. He
That's
just
76
rolled two
though.
3s and 2 2s.
Wow.
A 4 and a 5.
So 10 points. He only takes 10 points.
Yep. That's still more than he wants to
And
take.
then-
But yeah.
Don't worry, Al. I destroyed a magic wand already by blowing all of the magic missiles at him, and then it disintegrated in my hand. So
And I can't tell, but is Luna hurt at all?
Is Luna hurt?
Not
yes.
that bad.
Yeah. And I forgot how the whole spell thing changed, because I know we did some rule changes on how spells work.
So you can bonus
guess,
action any. So your lower level spell can be up to level 2.
Okay. How does that work? Level 2?
Yeah. So you could so like for instance, you could cast a 7th level spell and then bonus action do Misty
A
Step.
level 2.
Why? But why level 2? Why not just a level 1 then?
It used to be cantrip. We've been gaining levels every
Oh.
like 6 levels.
Okay.
We've gained another level.
Technically, you would have had a first level at level 11. What was it? I forget when that happened. Level 11, maybe.
And then I'll just give a healing word out to Spot
Okay.
for a whole 7 hit points that he will feel slightly refreshed.
hey, it's better
I
than
do
the
say
19
slightly.
I'm sitting at.
Well, 26 now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I
Excellent.
hit the end turn button.
And it is now Spot's turn.
Okay.
I want to see his best Bruce Lee interpretation.
Can.
Like the
Well, I wasn't dodging last round, so this round I am using my hasted action to dodge. Then I will use my normal 2 attacks. I'm going to start on this guy.
Okay.
Oh, why didn't that work? Come on. There we go. Nobody else is around me, so normal rolls. That works. 26 for 10.
Okay.
Um,
And 10 damage.
12 probably doesn't hit him.
12 does not hit. No.
Okay.
Did it
Then
not
I'm
take
going
the
to
10? I
flurry
don't think it took the
as a
10.
bonus
Hold on.
action.
There we go.
Where's my key points? There they are. So flurry is a bonus action for 2 more, and I'm going to do 1 on each.
Okay.
So third one will be on this guy again, and then the fourth one will be on the guy behind me because I know he's looking worse. $17?
17 on the Dragon Fang does indeed hit.
Okay. So that was on that one, and then the one on the other guy.
And the 7 points is enough to finish him off.
Sweet.
Drops him to the ground.
And 13 does not hit, I'm assuming.
Does not know.
Okay. Well, I'm in dodge, and I'm not surrounded anymore, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
We have to figure out how many more rounds do you have of haste. And I'm not trying to take it off of you. I just
This
Trying
is
to
the
figure out.
first round I've actually got to use the hasted action, because last round I didn't have it, which is why
I know
couldn't
you
go into
didn't get it
dodge.
until we showed up in this room.
Yeah, it's
That part
brand
I
new.
know.
It's brand new.
This
Okay.
no, this is the first round that I've had it
Okay.
on
Okay.
for me.
That's
So you cast it last round. I'm
Okay.
assuming.
sure. Sure. Okay.
That's what I noted on my sheet.
Okay. No, that's all I want to make sure. Okay, not trying to
At the
steal it
end
off of you.
of Spot's
Yes, I am.
turn, we're going to do a legendary action, a tail attack on.
The man underwater.
Yes, on Zem. Whoops, that didn't do anything. Tail attack. Where is it? Here it is. 16 because it's a disadvantage, and so it misses. And then it's Narenvane's turn. And Narenvane What? Wow, it's like the first time. Well, I guess actually it's not the first time, but really, he's just gonna do Eldritch Arrow attacks. So here's an Eldritch Arrow first attack. 17 misses. Second one is a 10, and that misses. And that is his turn. Luna.
All right. So I know Zim went underwater over there, right? After the dragon?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to use my feat. And it is, let me find it here. Radiant Souls, which unfolds my spectral wings.
Okay.
And I have a flying speed equal to my ground speed.
Right.
So let's see here. And ground speed is 60. That will get me over there. Get back over to select mode. And I can see where Zim's at, and I can see this guy underwater.
Yeah. And don't you see Narenvane too?
Okay, I see Narenvane.
Yep.
So, I know the dragons in this area. I saw Narenvane drop off on the dragon, right? Now I'm going to cast my spell, my normal action at... Let's see here. I'm going to do a Dispel Magic at 5th level.
At 5th level. Okay. So you cast the magic, and it.
The magic.
And you're focused on the invisibility specifically, and once again, like before, the magic dissipates, and the green scales, emerald green scales of Chuth begin to appear, and you see the dragon in the water right there in front of you and next to Zem.
Actually, does Sentinel do anything for me in this situation?
Not unless somebody's up against you
You have to
He's
you have
up
to
against-
hit them
oh.
to do
on their
something.
leave.
Okay. So he's down in the water, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to drop... Let's see. I'm done with my actions. I've took all my movement and everything.
Okay. Up to the Dragon Fang. The one remaining Dragon Fang that no longer has advantage on spot. So he looks you in the eye, Spot, and through the slitted mask of his helmet, he says, even if you win today, you will not succeed in stopping the Queen's return.
Who said we wanted to stop it? I want to kill her just as bad I want to kill all of you.
And he is going to... yeah, pack tactics doesn't help, so just short sword attack. A 6 does not hit.
Nope.
11 doesn't either.
Nope.
That was its chance. And it just takes a step back into off to the side into the corridor. And then all right.
So his name will not be sung in the halls.
I'm going to grab this. Oh, that's really too bad. It's really too bad. Maybe I just do this. attempt that. No. You know what? Actually, this is what it's going to do. Let's do this. That's what we're going to do. Yep. Okay.
Volcanoes 101. That's Volcanoes 101. That's what that is.
Boom. All right. Elamir. So a fireball goes off right in the midst of all the nobles and commoners. Elamir, need a dexterity saving throw, please. Yeah, that doesn't even doesn't even matter. 12. 12, I don't believe makes it. Let me just double check. Nope, it's a DC 14. So it is going to be 8d6. I'm just going to do it this way. 8d6. Wow, look at that roll.
All right, I'll take that. Apparently.
So, yep, that's 17 fire damage. It doesn't matter for... I'm just going to move this out of the way. Doesn't matter for any of the commoners. 17 or 8. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 nobles. So the nobles, dex saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of them saves. And he is in terrible shape.
Well, so am I.
Falls to the ground. Yeah, he has 1 hit point left, and he screams and is rolling on the ground, screaming, trying to put out the fire. And then next is the green raid leader. So let's go over. I need to do this. Okay. Out of my way. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Okay. The green raid leader looks back, sees what's going on, is going to swim back and on the other side of Zim. And of course...
Do I get an opportunity attack or a sentinel or no?
If he moves
was
within
already
10
within
feet,
10
you get
feet.
one?
It's when it enters range, right?
Mm-hmm. Which is 10 feet.
Right. So he was already within range.
Okay.
And of course, I didn't think that he would still be in the battle at all, so I did not keep him. So I'm going to have to do something really quick here.
That means he drones.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
He said yes. Y'all heard it.
Is it this one? Raid leader. There we go. I got him. That was easy. All right. Green sneak raid leader. And it is going to use his dragon split. Attempt to attack with advantage because of Chuth. Oh, can't crit because of the armor. But
Yeah, it's not right.
he also gets a sneak attack for An additional 5. So that is 7 to 5, 12 points of damage to Zem. And then he's going to do a second attack. 20, which, yeah, actually it would have been, I'm sorry, the first one would have been an normal attack, but it was a 29. This time is at advantage since the cloak is now deactivated, but it's still just a 20. 20 hits, right?
Yes.
So that's just another 9 piercing. And that is its turn. There are no more legendary actions for Chuth, so...
Can I use my legendary action?
You go right
No?
ahead, sir. You go right ahead. All
Sorry.
day long, your legendary action. This noble is screaming, and he doesn't know where the fire came from, but Alamir's Alamir got hit too, but he's gonna go jump in the water to try to cool off and make sure that the burning clothes are put out. And then we're up to Hef. Hef has absolutely nothing to do other than roll. What is he rolling? He's rolling. This is a wisdom save, right? Or was it wisdom or charisma? It is wisdom. Got it. All right, wisdom. A 4 still does not do it. Guys, Zem, is everything okay in there? Sorry, I can't make it in yet.
Stop leaking in your pants and get in here.
Wow. Move, Art.
These commoners are screaming and running. Actually, I'm sorry, there was another one that should have died. It was only these 2 that were out of range. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm going to go up there. Okay. And we are back down to Chuth. So, Zem. Chuth looks. He looks up at. He sees Luna that just arrived. Looks at Zem. And lashes out. We're going to do. Try to bite you first. Here's a bite. 16 does not quite hit you. Except that it's with advantage, but that still doesn't hit. And then a claw. So that is 13 slashing damage. No crit. And then a second claw for another 15. Huh, your token isn't updating. What is them at right now for hit points? There we go.
13. I had to do it manually.
Okay, so that's still not updating?
No, not that I can tell.
I will. We'll work on that. I didn't realize it still wasn't working. That is the end of his turn, and it is now your turn.
Okay. All right.
Which means that the cloak reactivates.
Yeah. So I will attack.
Who are you attacking?
I'm planning on hitting Chuth.
Okay.
And with advantage, I believe.
Yes. With Luna there, you have advantage. And 32 definitely hits. 28. And 15. So 43 damage. And you gouge a huge gash amongst the scaled hide of the green dragon. Blood streaming into the water.
Fantastic. There's hope.
And
All
28
right.
hits.
Yep. And then do the damage on that one. Normal roll. And I will smite.
Okay. So 44. Another huge gouge, and the dragon is screaming underwater as another stream of blood streams out, darkens the water.
And I will attack with my butt action.
Okay.
Let me roll it again just in case.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
28 hits. $23.
That's the extra for the improved divine smite. You know, the normal
So
D8
32. So what does it look
Plus-
like?
Woo! 24. Okay. What does it look like? All right. From the end of the glaive, a beam actually goes into its face, and it explodes in the head. So
And so yes, so it explodes and gore and blood everywhere in the water. And Narenvain is like floating free above the dead body. And even underwater, you can hear him scream in anger and anguish.
brilliant.
Anything else? Movement?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alamir, it is your turn.
All right, lesson learned. I wear my headset now. He's gonna take a 5, 10, 15. Nope, I lied. 15, 5 times. Okay. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over yonder.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action.
F
No,
waves at
regular.
you.
I have. I'm going to use my second level spell. What the heck? I'm gonna cast second level spell. I gotta find it. I'm gonna use my bonus action and use the last of these. That's a spell.
Mm-hmm.
For 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then for his action, he's gonna take a full heal with the where is it? Potion of Superior Healing.
Excellent. Go for it.
So, well, that means I get full health from it, correct?
Correct. You get full health.
So that's 32. That's 40 points. 40 points back. Yeah, I was dead. So there, almost half again. All right, that's gone now. I'll delete that. Boop. Okay. That is everything he's doing this turn.
All right.
Yeah, he didn't expect to get hit by 9 breath weapons and 3 fireballs, but you know, hey, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
There is no longer a lair action, so it is Jinx's turn.
Does Zephyr drop off half?
Oh God, no.
Yes, it does. It does.
If the
He's
dragon
scared the
dead,
whole rest of the time. He's
Yeah.
permanently scarred.
He is definitely emotionally
PTSD.
scarred. So what is Jinx doing? We can't hear you.
Yeah, I was talking to myself. I said I disconnected there for a second there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw Alamir ran off over here
Yep.
or whatever by that way
And drank a potion.
and drank a potion. And there's a noble in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were
And-
the elves that were scared of the dragon yet serving the dragon.
Yeah, and that's the elf that what's his face?
That Narenvane?
That's how he fireballed.
Oh, that yeah. So, you, from what was told by what people saw earlier, it's believed that it is one of the elves is a mage, and that's who's been casting the fireballs.
That's the one that's pissed off at Alamir. Because he took a full damage bolt to his face.
He's got to be running out of spell slots too, because he's throwing a lot of stuff at you. So
Okay. Well, I'm just going to move over a little bit. I can't see any enemies, and I'm assuming we heard the victory cries through his thing to talk to us. His little pennant thing to talk to us to tell us that he killed the...
he probably just said the dragon is down.
Yeah.
Ding dong, the
Or
dragon.
eat shit, dragon. One of the two.
So... And you'll get the dragon thing. I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just gonna do a quick heal spell, and grab apparently myself, Alamir, Spot, and the noble.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be a hell of a lot, but it doesn't have to be.
Oh wow. Within
A whole 6 points.
6 points. Well,
Yeah.
that's a huge amount for the noble.
Yeah. So you guys all get 6 points.
Everybody does, or
No, you gotta be within 60 feet, and you guys are off in the water playing, splashing. We
Yep.
can't see
I'm
it.
up in the air.
I did see on the map, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're
you're
way
out
out
of
there.
Hey,
Luna's
I'm
out
at
of range.
1/3 of my hit points. I am rocking it now.
I was down to 10.
I was
Of
down
my
to 7 at
110.
one point.
I
You
actually
popped
moved
back
myself about 10, 15 feet over just to make sure I was in range of Alamir.
Okay. And all right. And then it is Spot, your turn.
Ooh, I thought the dragon fangs went in front of me. Did he hit me last round at all? Did I miss something?
He missed both times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were sad
Still,
attacks.
still doing normal electrical damage too, by the way. So
Okay.
that's 26 for 25 for 12.
Okay, 12. That definitely hits.
And one less than a crit for 16.
Nice. And he is. Yeah, you're just pummeling him.
Okay, I don't see anything else up the hallway or anything, right? If I
No.
move
No.
in front of him or nothing.
Nope.
Just some sparkly light down there.
Yeah, that's. We can get rid of that.
That's
I
the
don't,
light-
I don't
yeah, that's the
imagine
lightning
anyone's
bolt. I know
casting
what
a lightning
it
bolt
is.
again.
You never know.
Hasted
That mage is
attack.
still around.
What's that?
This will be the hasted attack
Okay.
for one less than a crit again for
15,
15?
and that is enough to drop him.
okay. Then so I moved 5 feet and 15. Running across the water.
And you see Luna.
30.
See Narenvane
35.
just below the surface of the water. You probably see Zemsta down in the water. And the
40,
dead dragon body, of course.
45. Yeah, I'm stepping it up off as I'm assuming the dragon body is maybe floating. I don't know.
It is.
Um,
yeah.
To get over to Zem is still fighting whatever girl that he was
Yeah, you
That was
see
Freeman, right?
the dragon spawn next to Zim.
Okay, then I jump off the dragon and slam an attack down into the water, and I will use my bonus action for 2 attacks with a flurry again.
So you got 5 more feet of movement to get next to him, right? Down in the water.
Aren't I? He's right here, right? Or whatever.
That's Zim. He's
Oh,
he's
okay.
he's
Then I
below
am gonna
Zim.
go. I'm gonna flank. I wanted to flank, so.
Okay, you swim through Zim. You're in a tunnel
Well, I'm
underwater
running
tunnel.
across the water until I see him below me, and then I'm stopping and right as my last step on the water, I'm jumping up and then slamming down into the water as I dive
So
in to hit him.
so you have to go in the water because this is an underwater tunnel.
Yeah.
So you have
Okay.
to swim to go into it.
I have 140 feet
I
as
understand.
his.
I'm just saying you can't stand on the water because it's totally encased in.
So there's a wall before I went into this area. That's fine. Then I
Yeah.
swim down.
So the
I
tunnel
swim
is
around to
the
the other side
entrance
of
is
him so he doesn't
underwater.
get an attack of
So
opportunity.
you just
Yep.
swim into it. All right, and so go ahead and attack.
That won't work.
Nope, that one misses. 19 definitely hits. And
13 points of damage.
yeah, this thing that was it was
There's
almost
a little
dead
bit of
as
a
it
tingle in
was.
the water around Zem and I both as I hit him with electrical damage underwater.
All right, yeah, and it just crackles through the water. We won't worry about damaging them. All right.
To be fair, he does have metal armor on that might really help conduct the
It
electricity
would.
a little bit more.
Well,
Sorry.
it would.
He needs to be energized.
I
Obviously,
focus
it brings
my
out a
ki
couple
so it only
symbols. He
really
just
affects the one that I'm hitting and not everybody around us. Like I said, there's just a little tingle. He feels stimulated for a moment.
he likes to tingle.
Whoa.
All right. So, yeah, don't worry about that. Let's go here. Let's do this. That was good for him. All right.
If he's underwater, he can't say anything, can he?
Narenvane? It's just right under the water. He can look around. He can see you.
I mean, he can't say anything right now.
Oh, say anything? No, but he's swimming. He swims over and crawls out of the water. And then he begins backing away from you. So there have been 10. Let's see. 10, that's 20, 25, and he backs away. And he holds his hand up and he says, "There. You defeated the dragon. There's a reward, I'm sure. Who are you? Are you the heroes of Hill's Edge?"
I'm just looking at him, debating what I'm going to do to him.
It's your turn.
All right. Let's see here. I'm not going to mess with him. I'm going to throw... Do I think he's the last surviving one?
I mean, other than the other elves
Ones that are friendly?
that were, yeah, the ones that were the nobles and the commoners. I mean, other than,
Yeah.
I mean, there is, of course, you just heard a fireball go off, so you know that there's still a battle going on. So
I ain't going to mess with him. I'm going to throw hold person on him to paralyze him.
okay.
He
Wisdom
needs
save.
a 18 wisdom save.
He does not make it. He is held.
He's paralyzed.
Yep.
And then I'm a perception to see if I can see where everything's coming from. And then
All
I'll
right.
complete my movement.
Okay. All right.
Do I sense where any other enemies may be?
Nope. You looking around. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Just did 18.
You're looking around. You see the noble looking like he's gonna swim. Is swimming back towards the shore. Yeah, and you see Jinx and all the dead bodies, and you don't see any other movement.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go down to the ground. I'm gonna tell everybody that Nervain is subdued, and let's see, Zimsta's still fighting. Zimsta and Spot, they killed all theirs, so I'm gonna tell them dragons down. I don't see anything else. I'm gonna come down over here by Nervain.
Okay.
And that completes my movement.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I just have to. There we go. Alamir, a perception check from you, please. Actually, Jinx as well. Wow, nice perception. Nice perceptions. Wow, both of you. You hear a scream. Alamir, it seems to come from the door, further up. The one that it looks like it was a semi-secret door, like just a hidden door in the wall that revolved open. That you would imagine is probably where the Ettins came through. Jinx, you hear the sound that seems to be coming out of the opening where the commoners and the nobles came out of.
Is the door open?
The door is open, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess where we're going.
Hell have.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling Hef down there. Did Hef get a perception? Did he get
Them
the?
and I will go finish exploring this little underwater hole.
Okay.
If Hef, I don't know if Hef gets a perception too, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna tell Hef, we're going through that door.
The noble swims over, crawls out. He sits on the ground. He's huffing and puffing and just kind of in a daze. Hef will comes running
Does Hef
down.
get a perception?
He
If not, I'm gonna be telling him we're going through that door.
sure. He heard it too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That may make him turn. It might make
10,
him turn.
20, and he will poke through the door and look in, and
He gets blown out of the door.
he
Doesn't
goes.
see anything yet. Well, maybe the edge of something right there.
I'm hit. Ah!
He goes, no, I see. He yells out, I see elves. There are 2 elves here.
Are they circle in red?
Tell them to put their weapons down
Yeah.
and surrender.
He yells, drop your weapons.
Or
We are
put
here
up
to
your
save
weapon
you."
and take aim.
Alamir drops his staff.
You hear now yelling out in Elven, or actually probably would be responding in Common since that's what Hef would have just used. A young woman's voice, and she yells out, "It's the mage. He's killing us. Stop him! Don't let him get me!" And she will run towards Hef. And Hef motions her to go by.
If Hef goes down, I'm gonna cry.
On the side, yeah.
So Alamir and Jinx, you see this woman runs out through the door, and she's like just running up the hill, back up to the top of the of the caves.
I mean, Hef should have been smart and just told her to stop and stay here. But more than likely, it's the mage running, acting like she's, a victim now. So,
That's kind of my thought.
yeah.
So, Zim, it's your turn.
All right, Luna, you have that under control. Do you need help?
Yep, my next action. He's held. I'm gonna tie him up next action.
Okay, then I'll leave you
do
be.
an insight. See if you believe her.
Do you need healing afterwards, or you good?
I can always use healing, but
If I get everybody together, I'll do a mass healing here in a minute.
So, yep, Zim coming out. Yeah, I can't hear you.
I will heal myself for 34.
All right. Excellent. Is that it?
That's it.
Alamir, your turn.
Alrighty.
Does she look like she have burnt fingertips, Martin? Because if she does, you should really take her out.
Let's see. Let's do it this way.
I'm just looking at the DM's smirk right now. So.
Yes.
Well, it's okay. Fireball. No. Yeah. The question is are they singed from fire damage? No. I'm gonna do this. I got I had charges. I'm gonna do this.
This woman that's running, she doesn't look injured or singed at all.
That's okay. She has a DC 18 Constitution roll. Otherwise, she's floating 20 feet in the air.
Okay. Well, that basically means she has to roll
An 18.
Yeah, an 18, which she didn't.
All right. So she's floating in the air. There's two more.
Okay, so she is now floating in the air.
You just say, you just wait right there.
Exactly. You just wait right there.
She was running and she lifts up. She goes, no, he's got me. He's got me.
Unfortunately, that then took the
Haste off me, yeah.
it took the haste off of you. Okay, so
I'm exhausted this next round. Awesome.
now you're just sitting there doing nothing. And so now I'm going to walk. I'm going to go 10, 20, 30. Can I see anything through the door?
You see Hef.
Okay. Then I'm going to. There's my turn.
Okay.
Elamir, do I gain a point of exhaustion, or am I just exhausted for the next round?
Isn't it just
Let
a
me
round of
remember.
exhaustion?
I thought it was just.
That's why I'm asking, because I don't remember.
It says when the spell ends, you can't move or take actions until its next turn.
Right.
Basically, you get.
I'm underwater and I can't breathe? Shit.
No, you can breathe. You have underwater breathing. So, you just have to go, next turn.
All right, Jinx.
I'll just reach out and grab onto somebody as he swims by me.
There you go.
I guess my best option is to go to the sound since there's nobody else close by, really, and just double move. Because what else can I do?
So, yep. So you're moving.
That's a double move right there.
Yep. So
yeah,
all right.
that's where I'm stuck. I see
Okay.
a hallway.
You see a hallway.
And I see the walls collapse into me like a trash compactor.
Spot, you are exhausted, so this is your turn of recuperation.
Can I hold an action so that if Zem swims by me, I can grab onto him, though?
He'd have to grab you because you can't. I don't think you don't even get an action to save.
Zim's
No,
already
Not
out
an
on
action.
land.
If I hold an action, I'm holding my bonus action or my reaction.
Well, technically, you have to use your action to make.
I'll be right
hold,
back.
But if someone swims by you, I'd let you use
Oh,
your
that's fine.
reaction to grab. That's fine.
I mean,
Naren
he's probably
Bane
gonna
is-
swim the opposite way and leave me there anyway. So
Luna, you are. It's your turn. Naren Bane is just being held there, restrained. He goes, I assume you're going to capture me take me in like you did Verum.
I'm really not talking to him. I'm gonna tie him up, hog tie him real well, feet, hands, everything wrapped around, and then not sure if it's a dirty sock or what, but I'll bring something out and muffle his voice where
just
he can't
take your
talk
shoe
and
off,
say.
pull your sock off, and
I'll stick something in his mouth and then wrap it around where he can't talk.
Got it. Well, because
And then I'll tell him I'll be back.
he
And then we'll talk.
he was still talking to you, going, there is such great power in serving the queen. You if you only knew the power of the yeah. Okay. And we're back
Nope.
up
Yep.
to the mage. This guy's all in. He's crossed the river of no return. So he's going to he sees Hef. I mean, Hef just looks like this young. He's very well equipped, but he's just a young boy. So he's just gonna firebolt them. That's what he's gonna do. Let's see. Yeah, if I can actually. Well, let's just do this. 21. He hits Hef. Yeah, even with the shield, he hits Hef, and he does 3 points of fire damage. And it just like poofs on Hef, and yeah, Hef goes, yeah, I think I found the mage, and he just tried to burn me. It's okay, I got him.
I have a feeling it was.
He's giving us a play-by-play.
Yeah. Well, that's what you guys have been doing with each other, so Hef's just following along.
He finally gets to do. All right.
You hear across the pendant, about time.
Where have you been?
So Hef just is going to take his longbow, and yeah. Oh yeah, 31, 14 piercing. So, Jinkin, you hear a thunk and a short scream and gurgle, and then a thud as a body hits the ground around the corner to the right from you, further in here. I can't hear you.
Do I start hearing some musical bodies hitting the floor?
Yes. All right, and that is the end. We can clear. We can be out of turn order, and let me just real quickly. Let's just make this easy. Off. Save. All right. Welcome to the lair, gentlemen. All right. So yes, that was the mage is dead. You've got the one noble and the one surviving commoner, and Naren Bane, all captured.
With the sock in his mouth.
Yes.
So we have noble, mage. What's over there by Luna? Somebody with a sock in her mouth?
Nairnvain, the king's
Nairnvain.
son, that he wanted to captured alive.
Right, so we got 3. Okay.
And we'll ask some questions, and I'm sure we'll search the whole area.
We don't really need to ask him any questions.
And I'm sure if the dragon's underwater, I'm not going to get any blood. Or
No, the way the
anything like
dragon
that.
died, there's no way to recover any blood.
I'm totally good with that. If there's
Why?
anything else I recover, I will.
You can. It'll just be really watered down.
You don't.
No.
We-
The
you can
blood is going to
resurrect
come. Blood is going to come out of it. The body doesn't suck water in through its veins.
Right.
You
But
can
the question
resurrect
is, well, no, there should be plenty of blood in it, Tom. It's just he's going to have to work for it because I can bring it up and bring it back on the land. That's no big deal.
Hmm?
If he wants to work hard on it, like harvest the heart. There's going to be blood in the heart. Well, there's not going to be water in the heart.
Right. No,
Unless
that's true.
somebody-
That's true.
Unless somebody, insanguinated it and just totally sucked out all the liquid from the inside.
No, it's just nowhere.
It's-
But like
just
it had
gonna be
already
difficult.
bled out heavily, and then the head exploded.
But he would have to. He would have to go into the body, like
Yeah.
the heart.
Exactly.
Which the heart out.
I would just levitate the body to the shore. That's all I would do if he wanted to do it. So it's up to him. I mean, I have charges still. I can do that, and I'm gonna let this mage and tie her up. Everybody's hog tying things, and I've never done that, but I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
I'll give it a half, and then I'm gonna undo the levitation. If he wants the dragon, I will pull the dragon up to, because the buoyancy in the water makes it so much less weight that I could get it to the shore, but I
Sure.
can't lift it onto the shore because I think it's a 500-pound max, and I'm
Mm.
sure it's more than that. So,
Absolutely.
but
Definitely.
underwater, it's only a quarter of its weight, a fifth of its weight. Something like that.
I think you're right about a fifth. So
So- I could drag it to the shore. That he can do, and the thing is, it'll sit there till he's done. I can hold it there.
mhm.
Narratively,
that's
what
what he
would you allow me to harvest out of it? I'm pretty
Roll
easy going on this one.
percentages. Ask, say, hey, what can this number do?
Yep.
Well, let's.
That's up to Tom,
so-
though.
Well, you can harvest anything but the head to pieces.
They're not mounting the head.
So you can work on that. Spot, you were gonna continue to go through the tunnel.
Yep.
So let's
See what's
start,
over here.
Let's start there.
After
while
I'm done
everyone else
drowning
is,
for a
is
round.
busy doing stuff you're exploring.
I'm gonna go with half. Walk around through the side hustles.
Coming out on out of into the inner cavern here, the lichen and spores, the poison spores and mushrooms and such are just so thick in this room. You had
I just tell Zem, hold your breath if you're, probably, gonna be poisoned or
Zem,
something.
there are spores in here. You're probably
breathe
okay
deeply.
as long as you don't
Just
go
heal me,
running,
though.
kicking through some of the areas. But you
Okay.
could see where fighting the dragon in here, the dragon would have been able to have just created clouds upon clouds of poison. If he had made it in here and you would have fought him here. Everyone except for Spot would have been in really bad shape. Against
So underneath this blanket of moss and mushrooms and spores and everything else is all the gold and loot, right?
it actually along the eastern wall is just a few piles of loot here and there.
weird.
Actually,
He's
it's
not a
it's
very
not a
rich
small
dragon.
treasure hoard. It's a decent amount of coins and gems and various miscellaneous items. You see some boxes, some potions, and various some adamantine breastplate, and there's a wand sticking out of one place, a scabbarded sword, a short sword, and what looks like a pile of very old, well-oiled bark. Looks like tree bark.
Oiled tree bark?
Yeah, I mean, you go over and you get a closer look, and it actually looks like plates of tree bark, with
It's
a silken
wooden-
back, and it's actually you
It's wooden
take a,
plate.
it's actually scale mail made out of
Oh,
Tree
oak
bark.
bark.
very hard. Nice. I don't use armor. I just point to Zem. I go, you might want that.
actually, in case a druid might want that.
I'm going to show to everyone. So this is the treasure hoard.
I open up the portable hole, and we just start tossing stuff in.
I'm putting it in notes, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that. I've already started a dragon horde note. All right, they're in there. Ouch.
And I will go ahead and move this this note for the treasure hoard into the general handouts underneath. I think there was another one in here for Glazeal's treasure hoard. I will just move it in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, obviously the wand of fireballs can't go to Elmer.
You have to find.
I'll take that since I lost my wand of magic missile.
There you go. All right.
Now I still have something ranged.
The I think the big difference though is that the fireballs requires attunement.
Yeah. Just if we're gonna fight something flying, I'll attune to it before we go in to fight it. I don't know.
All right.
Or we can sell it.
So
Ironstone. Ooh.
And searching around, so you do. There is a here. I'm going to just get rid of these. Secret, locked, opened. Open these up. There are so in the north section there is a door that opens up and goes through to a small room that looks like it was a small shrine to an elven god by the name of Fenmarel Mesterine, the elven god of outcasts, scapegoats, and solitude. And there looks like it was the private room that Narenvain was staying in.
Spend extra time searching around, perceiving as best we can.
You search, and one thing of interest that you find in there is a journal. It seems that Narenvain the Green kept a journal. And this is the journal. So
It's kind of grayed out where it's hard to read it.
if you have
Go back
dark
to a white
mode
background.
on, that's what's doing it. If you turn off dark mode, you'll be easily legible.
Okay.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed that. So, of general interest here is just the idea that Narenvain seemed to have disagreed with his father, didn't get along, had some kind of
Exile. He was exiled.
he was exiled because he, really didn't follow the beliefs of his father, and then found a new family.
Yep, under
And-
Kalashite named Severin.
And yeah,
Uh-huh.
became friends with Severin, and or proved himself to Severin, and became a wearer of purple and a Wyrmspeaker. So, the very last or down, plans progressing with great speed. They've assembled the hoard of treasure and made the alliance with the Red Wizards. All this you knew. He says he already surrendered the green mask to Severin to be joined to the others.
But we got the purple mask now.
The what mask?
He wears purple, doesn't he?
No, they're wearers of purple. That's the color of the robes.
He has the green mask.
Oh, so he gave the mask to Severin, and now he's maskless.
Yes.
Okay. We're screwed.
Which is the same thing that you had heard from
The white.
Verum too. Yes. That he had given up the white mask, and so you know the black, the green, and the white mask are in Severin's hands, and Severin already has the red. So there's only the blue mask that's left unaccounted for.
Yeah. Hopefully the masks don't have anything to do with it. Alright, I got that. Okay. Binder.
You say hopefully.
I did say hopefully. That was part of I did give that word in there.
Jinx, do you care if I take the gloves of thievery, or would you like them?
No, I have them ready.
Okay. Then I'm going to take them, because that'll help me on any disarm or unlock check things.
Oh, those don't require attunement?
Nope.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
That's a
And when they're on, they're
It's
invisible.
only a +5 for a sleight of hand or a dex check made to pick locks, so...
Yep.
As long as you don't have
Sleight of
other
hand is fun.
gloves on, that is.
I don't have I had the tattoo, which gave me my fists, but the tattoo is currently not on me. It's back in the ink bottle because I had unattuned from it.
That's not the quake that shook the world. So.
So you guys kind of go through all this, show it to everybody before... Luna,
Yes.
what is
Shaking hands.
your religious affiliation?
That's personal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What
are
was
your
it? I mean,
religious
what is
beliefs?
it?
Are you so you gain power from nature, but do you worship anyone specific?
I've been torn because where I came from, being a Asimite or
Asimir?
Asimir. So I've been kind of torn looking. And then you remember that prophecy I had told you in the beginning about the background story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting to see where I'm pulled to. That does not help you, does it?
Not at all.
Well, so you know for a fact that a large number of your brethren, your brothers and sisters within the Emerald Enclave, and the people who trained you growing up in the wilds, those who really focus on the power of nature and the cycles of life, worship Sylvanas.
Yes.
When you see that armor, you recognize the symbol and feel this
Do I feel a calling to it?
a power of it's like nature. It's like when you're out in the deep wilds and there is the power of the natural world itself kind of calls to you and you can draw upon it. This piece of scale mail, this armor has this essence of the natural world in it.
I would ask you if I could see it and study it.
I mean, it is made out of wood.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is made out of wood, and you feel, because you've been you feel a power akin to Sylvanas when you hold this armor.
Okay. I am gonna try something here. This will hurt me in some areas, but I'll see how it feels. I'll put it on, see how it feels.
Sure. You can you should be able to find it in the D&D Beyond list.
Already did.
Yep.
I've got added Bocart. And if I'm comfortable on it, I will hand my other armor of West Wind over to Hef.
Yeah, Hef. I think
He has his mariner stuff, doesn't he?
he's got the stuff that gives him the resistance against dragon breath, or did he get rid of that? What does he have? He has actually he switched to studded leather +1.
He will probably like this a little bit better. It's 13 plus 1.
He's already at
And
14.
Yeah.
it gives him this here.
Okay.
So it's up to him if he wants that or not.
What's it called again?
It is Armor of the West
right?
Wind. And then I put in the notes while it does.
Yeah. So basically, it just increases his movement speed, and that's certainly not bad. So he'll definitely use that.
Okay.
There you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any way I can help a brother out?
Jinx, you were running around checking some of the bodies. And
All right. Just the body that I heard the scream come from.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming is this mage guy that's now dead here.
Right.
And after that, I would go back to the noble and just make sure the nobles are right and stay with the noble and kind of keep the noble safe or whatever, I guess.
And they definitely are. So I'm just going to point something out to everybody. So you go around, none of the bodies, of course, like you're used to now with the cult, since all the treasure is being gathered up for Tiamat. Nobody has any money on them, so whatever these people had are either in Chuth's hoard or had been carried off to the Well of Dragons.
Mhm.
You do remember when, but there are two of the bodies that were killed by the reverse gravity that several of you remember seeing when they first came out, when the dragon cultists came out of that northern, the upper passage. There were two of them that stayed back away from the rest of them against the wall and are being yelled at by the dragon fangs. Those two bodies are still up against that wall.
I can run up the wall and pull
on
them
the
down.
ceiling. Yeah.
Yep. So they're lying there mangled in broken bones, and one of the chests. So it's a male and a female. One of them was impaled on a stalactite.
Damn. Somebody was evil.
Steve!
I'm just saying.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Go up instead of go down. That's all he said.
Yep.
Killer of innocence. Slayer of the good-willed.
They look like they were attacking. They must have been attacking.
Of course.
Easily manipulated.
Yeah, gravity was easily manipulated.
That's the first time I ever used that spell. I wasn't sure what it was going to do. Yeah, that's it.
What does this do?
Pull a pin, throw. Oh, wow.
Put
other side to wound. Yes.
All right, so it's not that one. So when you're looking through stuff, you find a note on that you notice that the two have a familial resemblance, like they're brother and sister.
Thank you.
And there is a folded up note deep inside, underneath the vestments on the chest of the man.
Oh. What's the note say? Can I read it?
Absolutely.
Or is this not the appropriate place to read this?
Hold on one sec here. Where did this go?
And is it written in common? Some other oddball language that I don't know?
Here we go. It's written in common. It's in very nice handwriting. Whoever this young man is had a very good education in letters and reading and writing. And the note says something. It is like, dear father. It's addressed to someone called Rollin Egemir, and care of, and there's like a business name in Baldur's Gate.
Sounds like a slave owner.
And it says something to the effect of, dear father,
Art in heaven.
yeah,
How will it be in thy name?
Thola and I are
Kingdom
so
come, thy will
sorry
be done.
that we ran away. We are so foolish. We were just so bored and decided that joining this cult would be a way to get away and have some fun for a while. But it isn't fun at all, and they're looking to bring great evil into the world, and we want nothing to do with it, but there's simply no way to get away and leave. We want nothing more than to come home. I wish you so much that we could see you again. We've heard tell that there are heroes that may be coming. That have been tracking down and killing some of the dragons, and we hope that they will find Chuth and Narenvain and destroy them, so that we might have a chance to convince them of our relative innocence. It is our only chance. Not sure if you will ever get to read this, but if we do not find our way home, know that we loved you dearly. Miss you so much. Signed, Raycon and Thola.
I guess we have a letter to deliver if that needs to be delivered. But what do I know about this that name?
The name? Make a history check. Now, I assume you're just reading this yourself for right now. You haven't shared it with anyone. Yep. Baldur's Gate, that was one of the areas you never really spent a lot of time there. So, yeah, it doesn't really... You were there once. Not really... Yeah, it's not something that rings a bell to you.
Okay, I will take the note and I'll just take a little whatever and just kind of... Well, I'm assuming that name was already marked down somewhere too on it, so that's why I know the name. So, yeah. So never mind. I was gonna write it on there as well. I take the note, I just kind of fold it up, put it in my thing, and then I just put my hand on the body and just go, I don't really have final rights for him to say because I don't know what his religion is. So I'll just say a couple little words to myself, and then walk up here. And as I see half, I'd just be like, "Everything's clear, Night Rim."
And I'm just saying, you see Alamar finally pass you this way. If I can take my character can't go in. There we go. And he sees the mage, and you see him accidentally trip over him with a kick to the head.
With a kick to the head, boot to the head. Ugh, and again. Yeah.
There's all this room around him, but he trips over the body.
He's yeah, and he's very, very dead, to be sure.
Are you sure he's dead, or is he just mostly dead? I hear that there's a difference. And,
Not dead
if he's
yet.
just mostly dead.
All right. Luna, should we take care of real quick your trying to gather stuff from the dragon?
Yep, sounds good.
So you're trying to get blood?
Blood, heart, anything I think that
Blood,
might
heart.
help.
Okay. I mean, pretty much. I mean, there's some scales, but like, maybe enough if you're gonna just make a shield out of it. There's a lot of ruined meat on this on this dragon.
I mean, he was disintegrated.
Yeah. The rear end was disintegrated. The front end was exploded.
Tenderized.
The mid sections were sliced all the way through multiple times. Yeah. Go ahead and just roll. Because I don't think. Yeah. Go ahead and we've been doing nature checks, right?
Yeah, nature.
Go for it.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Can I assist?
Are you proficient?
Yeah. Nature? Yeah.
Got it. Go for it.
So advantage.
Advantage, yes. 20. 20 is good. So, all right, you get the heart. Roll a d4.
How many vials?
Yep, 2 vials. 2 full vials. Of untainted fresh blood.
Hey, some's better than none.
Yep. Okay. I believe. Otherwise, there's just barracks and eating rooms and stuff. Nothing really of interest in the northern sections.
What was the green dragon's name?
Chuth, Chuth.
CHU.
We've been going with Chuck, though.
And not to be confused with Chuck the Magic Dragon.
You can tell I didn't come up with that name. My dragon names are far that's far too simple for a dragon name. It can't be his full name for sure.
Now, as after I did that, I'd go back in here. Would there be anything of interest I might harvest with mushrooms and stuff?
Of the mushrooms and all that?
Mushrooms and all the other stuff.
There's the poisonous spores.
I don't know since I'm not into poison, I'm not gonna. I'd probably see it and recognize it, though, I'm guessing, right?
You have herbalism training, don't you? Isn't that what you were doing?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And that is what you need to be able to deal with poisons and herbs and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you want to gather some, you can. But I mean, they are pretty potent because they were part of the dragon's lair and part of the dragon's magic.
I'll try to conceal some safely in some vials.
Okay.
Just in case anybody wants to study it back.
What you would do is it's not just gathering the spores, it's gathering the various polyps or I don't know the terminology, but the stems and bulbs of the fauna that the spores explode out of. So you can gather some of those unexploded and put them.
Okay.
You can wrap them
My-
carefully,
That's my custom.
and then put them in whatever you want.
Okay. It'd be one of the sealed glass containers I had picked up.
Yep, that's great. Make sure they don't get squenched and explode
Yep.
on your person while you're.
Little bubble wrap and then a little duct tape, and then I'd put it in like a horrible hold or something.
Yep.
It's not
Anything
my
else
custom.
anyone wants to do while you're
I'd go
here?
through all the areas. Is there anything that stands out to me that I might recognize, other people might not?
Nope.
Search for any magical rooms, doors, hidden coves, whatever.
Yep.
Depending on
You've
how
already
long
you've already found them. That was the
Does that
entrance
mage
into
have anything
Narenvain's
on him?
area. You spend a good amount of time, hours. You spend hours and hours here.
I check on our captive son every so often, make sure he hasn't escaped, and then I'm done when everybody else is done.
Anyone else have something that they're looking to do? Are you ready? Where are you going from here?
I think we need to go back to the village where the king sat, bring the survivors back and the captured son, would we not? And then we go on back to town, or we want to go to town and then
Well,
call them?
the king's not here. You know, the king's in Waterdeep.
Yep. It may come down to where
Where are our griffins?
The Griffins
They
were
flew
flying
home.
back to Waterdeep. You sent them back.
So I
the
can
edge of
I
the
can
forest.
I can port us back.
Yep.
All right. So everybody, I mean, can take a long rest, because you've definitely been here long enough for a long rest. Jinkin, I can't hear you. Are you trying to say something? No. Okay. Yes, Alamir sets up his teleportation circle.
Let everybody walk in,
Yep.
and yeah, we're going back home
And we're
with
going home,
with
gents.
all of the prisoners.
With with the elves
The
too.
mage, the noble, and never nothing laughing.
So you're taking
Never,
the commoner,
never.
the noble, and Narenvain. Got it.
Well, the commoner, yeah, all of them.
Yes.
Let them at least be interviewed professionally by the people who break knuckles and stuff.
we're escorting them back, make sure they're safety.
You all right?
Yeah, that's it.
And you all find yourselves back in the teleportation circle in the city of the dead in Waterdeep. This is this is new. This is a young lady in her maybe around 17, maybe 18. And she's got a short black hair bob. Looks like Zemsta gave everyone 17 temp hit points. And she looks up and she says, "Oh, hello. Names, please. Do you have a individual names, group name? How should I put you down?"
King Biscuit.
Alamir's gonna say, where's Young? And then I'm gonna say whatever his name is, the one we always ran into.
Yes, he's working in different area today. He's got just other duties. I've
I'll just say, then put us down for the heroes of wherever the heck we're, Hill's Edge.
His heroes, the heroes. Oh yes, the heroes of Hill's Edge. Of course. I, I'm so
Nice
honored,
insight.
to have met you all. Please, I, I am Elisora, and I hope someday I can be of service. I've got you down. Please, welcome back to Waterdeep.
Thank you. And God, I wish there was a faster way. No, we need to go straight to Harper's
So
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they can cure my poison too.
and cure his poison.
I'm sorry. Your poison would have gone away by this
24 hours, right?
It actually would have just been an hour. So the
Oh.
poison is gone.
I would cast, one of the heals on him.
The Jinkin, you don't see any she just seems incredibly awestruck, very, is definitely impressed, and had wanted to meet all of you for a long time.
She's in the wrong job if that's how impressed she gets so easily.
Of course.
Just say it.
Does Hef have any free?
Hef does
no.
not. No free attunement slots. All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna offer him my dagger warning if he wants it.
Can I donate attunement slots for you guys? Because things don't combine like they used to, so.
Would you like mine, or can you use it?
No.
Okay.
So you are all walking out.
We have a new map.
We're walking. Hey, this town changed.
You're
Yeah, it got
walking
a lot
out
smaller.
So you're walking out of the mausoleum that
In the graveyard. Uh-huh.
in the graveyard, and
So much of a graveyard. They're all
Luna?
Muslims.
and Alamir and Jinkin, all three of you, your eyes are drawn to movement to your left. Over here, in the center of this large opening, you see a turtle resting comfortably on a cane, wearing purple robes.
Not my
And-
turtle.
Nope, not your turtle.
Okay.
Donatello! You're back!
Um,
I mean, you did say purple, so.
Where did this go? I don't think I did this, did I? Okay, let me just do it this way. We'll just do it this way. I'm just going to close. So, this is what you see. And you hear this voice come out of its beaked mouth. Well, finally, the heroes of Hill's Edge have returned. Welcome back to Waterdeep, heroes.
It was nothing.
Of course. Where are my manners? I am Junlok, Wyrmspeaker of the Black. Halt there, sir. So, Zemsta is just running forward?
And he looks hurt already. He's ready to go.
Walking
Oh,
forward.
Why are
Walking
you
forward?
yellow? Why are you
So as
yellow
you're walking
rim?
forward, the Junlok continues to speak. Wait, where did this go? Hold on. That is now done. Go here.
Are you hurt?
So
Sam?
I
Never took a long rest.
I gotcha.
I must say, I expected a little more from than what I see, but you continue to surprise Severin and the others. I am unfortunately in the position of having to ensure that you are stopped. So says the Queen herself.
So Tiamat's mad at us. Probably mad at me.
You would not have met me except for the fact that you killed my friend Rezmir.
I look the other way.
I had no desire to be a Wyrmspeaker, but I'm happy to take on the role as needed and to ensure that proper revenge is enacted. However, I can see that you are wounded from previous encounters, perhaps with a green dragon. I heard that's where you were going. So,
He's not a head above the rest.
if you would like, my sense of honor would allow you time to rest, and we can take this up another day. Of course, if you insist, I will gladly kill you now. And as he finishes speaking, from beneath his cloak, because he has two hands resting on this staff that is about 4.5 feet tall, and he has just his hands on it and his chin on his hands, and from beneath his cloak, two more arms and hands come out, one of them wielding a longsword and the other one wielding a wand. So which shall it be?
Alamir's going to speak up and say, well, actually, we have some stuff to do, so could we schedule this for another day? Could we?
Certainly. Certainly.
I mean, like, what are you doing next Thursday? I got nothing planned.
I will find you.
That's what
Preferably when
Alamir
the-
says. I don't. Whatever the
preferably
rest.
Preferably when the sun is directly up above.
Yeah, high noon. No, that's what Alamir says. I don't know what the rest of you feel or think. I mean, if Zem is ever gonna take a long rest because he looks like he's half dead already.
I thought we had a long rest.
We did. Zem didn't. He's still damaged.
You had a short rest.
Short rest. Okay.
Yes.
You said long rest, which
You
is why
said
I was
long rest, which
confused,
is
and
why
I
we
put in
did
a
long
long rest. So
Yeah, so did
yeah.
Oh, I'm
I.
sorry.
You said we were there long enough for a long rest. We were like, okay.
No.
I would have got all my key points back anyways. I can just spend a couple of hit dice.
I'm
So
sorry,
that's
I meant
what-
a short rest.
That's what Alamir says. Now, if you guys want to charge, he's going to. He will join, but that is what he says because, guys, we actually have to report the Green Dragon and we have them with us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and seriously, we have them with us in front of this guy.
Okay, so you suggested next Thursday.
I don't know what. Sure, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm free on November 29th. I don't know. But I just say at a future date. we're not going to bring out a calendar and and send invitations or anything.
He
But
walks.
I don't know what you guys want to do.
He
So
walks
that's-
forward just a couple, about 10 feet, nice and slow, easy.
He's going to slap Zem.
And he says, "Very well. So, till next time. I am afraid I had already summoned some friends, so you look like you are more than able to enjoy their company. And we shall do this again soon." And he disappears. He just fades away.
But he said he has summoned some friends.
Yes, and you look around and you hear
The friends.
you hear noise, and from the tops of these two buildings, two creatures come to the edge and peer over and then drop down. And as they're dropping down, we can roll initiative. I just need
Didn't we just have a 4-day fight?
I know. And you could
I
have had
should've-
another huge fight, but you chose not to wisely.
No, I chose. They could. Zem could have smacked him. He came within 10 feet.
I was getting ready to
Zem
Go
doesn't
whole
want to talk
person
to us
on two.
anymore. He gave up. He doesn't talk to us. What are we doing? Oh, initiative.
We're initiative. Yeah.
Oh, he's here. How you doing? Glad to meet you.
How come that didn't go?
Ooh, that's not. I don't like that.
Oh, because I didn't have it clicked. Never mind. Add turn. So what you see are large red-scaled humanoids with shields and wicked weapons.
Armored?
They are wearing. They have their scales plus leather and a shield.
Studded leather with metal or no?
No, just natural.
No
just
banded.
regular
Okay.
leather.
Okay.
So, yep, red scales. So these are red, some kind of red dragon spawn. And oh wait, I guess I haven't done Hef yet. Let me do Hef. Okay. So, come on, come down. Zem, you're first.
Okay. I move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I attack.
Okay. Oh, Luna had been in there. There we go. All right, 22 hits. I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yep, it does. 29. Okay. And second hit. So we're just going to go through a round so you kind of get a sense of who these guys are and what you can do against them, and then we'll narratively finish.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was fast.
And then pole arm. Butt.
Uh-huh. Yep, 29 hits. And that bloodies it.
Okay. My turn is complete, and I'm done.
Okay, Luna.
All right. These are within 60 feet of each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like 35 feet away from each other.
So
And they're 10 feet tall, right?
Yes, they're
I'm gonna
like
come over here for a
15
reason.
They're almost 20 feet tall.
and I'm gonna do sunbeam on this one to that one.
I mean, maybe not 20. They're at least a good 13, 14 feet tall. I'm sorry, what are you doing?
Sunbeam.
Oh, a sunbeam.
Yep.
Okay, that's not going. Come on, open up. Sunbeam. There's a sunbeam in there. Let's let it. Details controlled. Luna. There you go.
Figure out how to spin it.
Top, there's a little handle.
Yep, I see it.
I couldn't spin my lightning bolt though. He didn't like me.
Come on.
You hold the Alt key down to angle.
Okay. And
You got it?
there's the Alt key. There we
Yep,
go.
that's good. And then we can.
That should get it.
Yep, perfect. Good enough. All right. So, all right. So we're going to do Constitution saving throws. Here is the one right in front of you. 19. And the second one is a 17. So the first one I believe saved.
Yep. Failed save. Creature takes that on
Which means the second one is now blinded.
a successful save. It takes half the damage still.
Yep.
And it is not blinded.
Right.
Oh, I blinded one for y'all. That's another spell I've been wanting to use. I just have not had opportunity.
I'm just going to do that. Okay. All right. And it doesn't stay there, right? It goes away?
It doesn't follow him like Moonbeam.
Right.
No, it just one time.
Yep. Okay. So, that's it. So Hef is just real quickly going to do his attacks.
But if it were dark, we would have light now.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think so.
So Hef only hit twice for. I didn't do that well. So a total of. So 9, so 13, 23. All right, their turn. So Luna, the one in front of you that is not blind, is going to do. It's going to use its morning. First off, it's going to do a shield bash. 16 does not quite hit. And then it's going to try to hit with a Morning Star, and that misses as well. It's going to be calling out. So this other one, let's just say, let's do it this way. Not really that great. So 10. Actually, it's going to go. So 13, not quite there. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Actually, that's it. Goes to
Is
here.
it moving blinded?
And it is like swinging wildly around it, and that's its turn because it doesn't quite have the reach to hit anyone.
I did call out that one should be blinded.
He's blinded. Yeah, how does he know where we are? Yeah, now he's blinded.
Well, he just ran forward, swinging his axe wildly in the air, I mean,
I got you.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, how many times did he swing his axe wildly in the air?
Twice.
Okay, so not too wildly.
Not too wildly. No.
Oh, all right. So Alamir's gonna go 5. I gotta look at the distance
What?
on
No
this thing.
fireball?
2, 3, 4, 5. On this guy, we're going to do a little of this. He needs to roll the DC 18 intelligence.
Yeah, about a 9.
That's a no. So 36 points of damage, and he currently has a pain in the butt.
20-foot sphere. What
Which-
is that?
Which guy was that?
This guy on the guy closest to us here.
That one? Okay. Yep.
Which, I mean, the 20-foot sphere is over here, so it catches him. So he took 36 points of damage, and for the next minute, he gets to roll a d6 and subtract that from any attacks.
So really, you could...
I couldn't get both of them.
You can 20-foot radius?
20 foot?
Radius?
20 foot?
That's 40
Foot
feet.
sphere.
Yeah.
20.
No, it says 20-foot
It's a-
sphere, so
It's
I'm
a
assuming
sphere
that's
of 20
diameter.
feet, so the whole sphere is 20 feet wide. Unless you can drop
Oh,
the
no,
spell. Unless you
each
can drop
creature
the...
within a 20-foot radius. It does say that on your spell.
Okay,
So
well
it's
then
40
I
foot.
read it as a sphere, so it's just
Yeah.
a circle like that. But sure, if you want me to hit both of them, I will. There you go. Do you have it in your magic stuff of stuff?
There's 35 feet in between the two, so
Yeah,
you...
so you can definitely get both of them.
All right, I'll
That's
clip
a
them both.
40-foot range. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
actually have... I can't see the synaptic static in here.
So then roll the other guys.
Well, with
Yep.
35 feet in between, isn't that exactly enough to only be able to get one?
You said it has to be half.
No,
the-
it's a 20-foot radius, which means
it's
it's a
40
40-foot diameter.
I know,
Yeah.
but you'd have to get 5 feet on half of him, or you're just saying half of a square would
Okay,
get
well,
him.
let's make sure here. Okay, so I see what you're saying. So if we go snap to center, so it would be... Okay, that's not doing that.
That's not center.
No, that's the wrong one. I actually want stay snap to corner. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you couldn't actually get both. So.
Right
That's
there is a
20
20
foot
foot
right there.
square, though,
Oh,
or
wait,
circle.
10,
So technically you
20,
could. That's why I
30.
was at.
That's 45. That's weird. Oh, I see why. It's because of how it does the circle. That's fine. Get both.
Okay, then roll his.
I have a
So
problem
he
with
didn't
that.
get it either.
Nope, he didn't.
So
He
they
missed.
both take 36 points of damage, and
Weird
they
how-
for all attack and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving
That's
throws.
20 feet, but that's 20
They have to roll a d6.
mostly covers them, but barely covers.
All right. Is that it for Ellen?
And yeah, but it also gets Zem and Luna. So yeah, they get a d6 from their attack rolls. That's all,
All right. Jinx?
and damage.
Wow. After all of that, that's all they get.
That's like better than a fireball, FYI. Negative D6 to all their attacks. If you throw that at ranged people.
Since we're down spell slots and such, I will cast a lance on this guy. So DC 20 save
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one?
on this guy right
That guy
here.
right there. Got it. So
Yeah, DC 20 save.
10.
So he's going to take a whole 34 points, but he is also
Yep. He can
incapacitated.
do nothing. Yep.
Until the start of my next turn. And I will take who's next? I will use my bonus action to give Spot inspiration
Okay.
and go from there because I have inspiration again because good old short rest.
All right. Spot, your turn.
So, what's on the top one? Is
It
he
is
sleeping?
completely incapacitated.
Okay, then I'm gonna go down here.
He's not having a good day.
Yeah, he is out of it.
These guys look
He's
like
blind and
fire.
incapacitated.
Well, he's not incapacitated.
Yes, yes.
He's. Oh, you did it. Never mind. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Uh,
You're right. All right.
yeah, psychic glance allows you to do absolutely nothing.
Where the hell is it? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna attack him. There, now I can see it. I'm gonna use acid damage because they're fire-based or red dragon people. So
Okay.
oh, that should have been an advantage. Let me see if I, get a crit on my next one here.
That's okay. It's down.
2 19s.
So you pummel it the first time and it goes down,
I will run up there and well, let me see. I had 5.
and you have
Okay.
advantage because it's
25. I know, but I don't know if I have enough room. 10.
Let's just say you do. Go for it.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I'd have it to here.
Yep.
3 27s in a row.
Love the consistency.
So that's 2 hits, then I'll flurry. I got all my key points back on a short rest. And do 2 more. Another 19.
Yep.
And that time it was 8. So it's only 16.
All
Do I
right.
hit him with a 16?
Oh, I'm sorry. 16. 16 does not hit.
Okay. So the last 15 points aren't there. So I only did
Although, wait, hold on.
35 total.
It would have a 17 even if it's incapacitated without shield. Yeah. Okay. So, excellent. So you cast your magic, run up, beat on these things. This one is incapacitated, and you quickly finish it off. All right. And these creatures, as soon as they're killed, unlike the dragon spawn you've seen in the past,
Explode!
they dissipate like you would expect a fiend to. And you are left alone within the city of the dead. This is just off to the side is the gate that you usually go through, and you can make your way there, or you can look around a bit if you want. But you do not see the Junlok character anywhere.
Okay.
Did he leave anything on the ground before he left?
He did not. As a matter of fact, you notice, you look. Go ahead and Luna and Jinkin, go ahead and roll survival. You both notice that there are not even footprints. It's as if he wasn't really there. Perhaps an illusion?
I'm an illusionist. I can find that out. I assume that I just failed on my check because obviously I can't see my actual roles in life. I go, "Hey Luna, did you see anything?" And Luna does like little meme speak and pretends he's in a box.
I call out what I saw. No footprints, nothing.
I do call out the fact that I'm like, hey, I do see something just south, west southwest of us,
Southwest?
or west southwest, whatever.
Southwest?
There's a light.
Southwest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you see.
Oh my god, it moves! We should go get it.
It went out.
It flies off into the sky.
We just need to go to the Harpers. Is there any way, I don't know if it's possible, if, can Hef call the Griffins? Does he have, like, the ability, is there a caw or something for Griffins?
No.
I don't know if he's
No,
like
no.
the
You
dog
have to
whistle
walk
or something.
around, do a chicken dance, and do the caws as you do it. Yep, keep going. Sooner or later, it'll work. It'll work.
Okay.
You gotta stand on your left foot.
We need to give sending stones to the Griffins. No, then I'm ready to walk to. We need to get our
let's walk.
prisoners to the Harpers, enclave. Not the Harpers enclave. The Harpers, with what's her name?
That place. Yes. That
Yeah,
place.
you can see. You knew exactly what I meant. That's why you get.
We
paid the big
keep
bucks.
getting attacked in this town too.
It's never winter. You're always going to get attacked in this town.
So, you
Yeah.
make your way to Haven Tree Villa, and you get the normal reception. Actually, there are extra guards than what you remember from last time that immediately help take the prisoners.
Yeah, but based off the cards here, it shows how little they care about people teleporting in, because that place was severely understaffed with underqualified individuals. I mean, nice, friendly, and all, but they're more likely to bring cookies and tea to the individuals that are invading the town through the teleportation circle than she was going to be actually,
She didn't even know who Hef was.
So, you get to
sewing. She might have been knitting though.
So you make it to the villa. You get inside. Do you let the guards take Narenvain and the other two elves?
Not Narenvain.
Okay.
Alamir says, not this one.
They nod.
This one we are. They can take the other two to their little magic.
Very well.
What's it? Where torture chamber. Narenvain we are going to present to the enclave.
Got it.
That was where we were sent to get.
You get inside.
I mean, unless one of you guys are going to say no, let's not do that. No,
we promised the king we'd try to return safe, and
Yep.
yeah.
and that's why I want to hand him off to her or them, the bigwigs.
Okay. Ramalia is in the in the reception room with the same platinum-haired woman that you had seen. I think you met her last time, who was introduced to you as Elia. This woman. And of course Ramalia is there as well. And Ellie and they're sitting down. Ramalia stands up and says, "Ah, you are back again. And I see you have captured another Wyrmspeaker."
And we quickly mentioned that we met another one just outside the teleportation here in town.
Another Wyrmspeaker?
Well,
Resmir's
couple of the
replacement,
yes.
the black.
The black.
It was a black or purple. Which one was Rasmus? I thought it was black.
Well, there is no
They send
purple
red
dragon.
dragons at us. That's all I say.
What?
It was tortoise.
And you notice that Elia in particular looks very intrigued. Romalia is surprised and definitely interested. And she says, "Well, that there was an did you try to capture them as well? Him, her? What was this person?"
We explained what happened, and he vanished before. Yeah, he vanished.
Jean.
But we fought two others.
Elia, you hear Elia say, Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc. Interesting. Very interesting.
We're supposed to have a date with him next Thursday, is it?
Romalia looks at Elia. You familiar with this individual? I have heard of him. He has been around for many, many years. Very powerful warlock. He is rumored to... I must ask, did he have additional arms? Yes.
Yeah. One with a sword, one with a wand.
Then the
Came out from under his purple cloak.
Are perhaps true. It is said that this turtle was born in the swamps. Very specifically in... Oh, shoot, now I gotta look it up. Here we go. In the vast swamp. At a time when experimental magic was being tested by a group of red wizards. They say that the magic went wild. And he was born deformed, twisted, changed. And also perhaps gained powers that most humanoids don't normally possess. Not much is known about him or his whereabouts for many years now. I've heard his name pop up here and there over the last century. Interesting. A Wyrmspeaker. That is very disconcerting. Romalia speaks up, but certainly good for us to know this now. We can prepare. Knowledge is, in fact, power. We shall do research, find out what we can of him.
He said he'd find us at a later date, so anything we can find out should help us.
Very good. Well,
It might actually be Thursday at noon.
At a high noon.
We all look at Alamir.
I have
did
one
ask him for
question.
it.
I have one question for Neverin.
Narenvain?
Narenvain.
Neosporin.
Neosporin.
He's
He-
gagged still, I assume.
Yeah, he is. He worked for Chuck. And I will pull his mouth. I will.
The dirty sock.
I will ask Romalia before I do it. I will say I'm going to remove his gag, his mouth piece, if that's okay with you. I have one specific question to ask him.
Of course. And she simply pulls a wand out from beneath her her dress.
I just wanted.
out of
I
her
didn't want it to be
sleeve.
surprised. That's all.
Yep.
In case he casts something,
And
she's gonna
Elia,
nullify it. So
Elia quietly stands up behind her. Go ahead.
and I'm gonna remove the gag. I'm gonna let him breathe. You know, the relief of the gag being moved.
Uh-huh.
How many of you are ready to take the position as a dragon speaker, a wearer of the different masks?
Hundreds, wizard. Hundreds. Everyone vies for such positions.
And I'm now gonna re-gag him. Only, and then I'm gonna look at Romalia and I'm gonna say, like Tiamat, every time we remove a head, another one takes its place, it seems. How
I
are
look
we
over at
going
you and
to
I go, "Isn't that a Hydra?"
Whatever. I'm stupid, okay? A Hydra. I basically say, we will always be up against a Wyrmspeaker, it seems. Now, I don't believe him totally, and I'm just saying this to make him think that there are not that many high enough wizards to be that powerful. At least that's what Alamir's basing his knowledge of wizards. I mean, they could be in training, but they're not going to be like, boom, next one, boom, next one. Boom. Yeah, there are hundreds vying for that position, but there aren't hundreds who can ultimately be that powerful to take that position. And that's what he tells Romalia. And I think she would know that.
Right. The other thing, just to point out to you, you didn't fight Nirenvain, but he definitely didn't cast spells. He used a magic item.
Right.
And Varum didn't seem that powerful either.
Rasmir was just a fighter.
He was a powerful fighter, but he was just a fighter. The most, aside from the Jean-Luc that you just encountered,
Rasmir was the most dangerous that we know of.
Galvin is the one that
Oh,
you've
the
seen.
blue.
Yeah, the blue was a red wizard.
The blue was a red. Okay. So that's what I wanted to hear it from him, how he would put it, because first of all, Alamir doesn't believe it, but second of all, it seems like they replace them as fast as one disappears.
Mm.
Maybe not up to the same par as the previous one, but they need to show that there's someone in that position. So what do they want us to do with the next purple wearer, the next wearer of white, the next wearer? That's my question to Romalia.
Well, we are simply hoping to learn as much as we can about the ritual and the possible forces we be up against while we gather more allies. You obviously have now given us King Melindrock and his forces. Thank you very much. And you see for the first time a true look of fear come into the eyes of Nirenvain. And Romalia notices and says, "Ah, yes, young elf. We know who you are, and your father is waiting for you." And his head just slumps down to his chest, defeated. So, and then Elia speaks up. "Yes, allies. That is why I am here again. You look as if you could use a good bath, a good meal,
Another job.
perhaps a good night's rest.
Extra sock.
I
What?
shall come find you in the morning, and we shall talk of a meeting of my brethren.
Elmir nods. There's nothing else. He's gonna walk out.
Um. So,
Open up the mouth, put a fireball in it, and just go.
and so you turn to walk out. Is everyone to follow Alamir?
I mean, that's Alamir walks out. You guys can stay. He's just leaving to contemplate what he has to do next. That's all. And if nobody follows him, he's gonna wait outside, wait out in the foyer.
Got it.
I may ask if she knows the name. I know we just said this earlier today. Hand her the note, see if she can have it delivered to Rowland.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Do you do that in front of Hef, or
I don't see a reason to hide anything.
She goes, I am familiar with this name. Is the name of a quite successful, wealthy, and ruthless merchant in Waterdeep. I would not be surprised if your friend who just left would be aware of them. But of course, I will make sure that this letter is delivered.
Okay. Well, I may not want to have anything to do with this then. I didn't realize he was ruthless. Yeah, his kids are dead.
I see. That is unfortunate. It's, but do you? She asks how they died or what she should tell the father.
I'll leave that up to her because they died basically in the service of the cultist. So
I see.
he can. This might be
I'll
something.
be-
This something might be you might be able to use in other ways besides that knowledge. You might be able to use this in other ways if you need anything from him if he's that ruthless.
Of course. I like the way you think. It is certainly something we can look to put to use in our time of need. Thank you.
I have not seen that note yet, correct? So I don't know what it says, or do I?
No,
Nope.
Jinkin did not show it to anyone.
Okay.
Nope. I handed it off to her, and that's the end of it.
Yep.
I'm oblivious then.
To be fair, it doesn't do any. It wouldn't do you any good.
No.
I will look at is they were out there fighting. Sorry, I can't sculpt spells, and I would not have known to sculpt around them anyway.
Yeah.
They were innocents. They were going to be dead.
So I'm just going to assume at some point you would Jinkin kind of look up a little more about
At some
Roland
point,
Eganir?
yeah.
He is known to be extremely greedy and pompous. He specializes in high-end alcohol like mermaid whiskey, which is only sold at like the Elsong Tavern. I'm sure you've had it there. One of the times you've been there, the 2 times. But yeah, that like he is not a nice person.
Again, so it sounds like it'd be a very useful tool that we could use against them later on to get something if they need supplies or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, all good.
Okay. Excellent. So Ramalia turns to Elia. Elia, if I may have just a moment alone with these with our heroes, and Elia of course says of course, and she walks out of the room through another door, and Ramalia,
And we all yell, "Rape!"
walks forward, and she looks back at the door that Elia went through, and she goes, if you yes, it has been decided by the council that your group is the only ones that are not directly aligned to any particular group or faction, and therefore, and with your first-hand knowledge and experience, and other alliances, perhaps you would be the best to try to bring Elia and her kind to our side and help us directly. So just know that there are many on the council who are against this. In particular, the dwarves, those who have have dealings in the past. Well, if you have not guessed, I guess first I should tell you what to expect. Elia is but the human form of a very ancient silver dragon by the name of Otariel Karnos. She is part of a council of metallic dragons, and that council is where she would like to take you to speak to the council members and try to convince them to help us in our war. I don't think I need tell you how valuable it would be to have our own group of dragons fighting on our side. The forces gathering at the Well of Dragons is growing exponentially. The great pit fiend continues to summon more devils every day, and we have begun seeing some more red wizards, some cell swords arriving. The numbers continue to grow. We are growing faster than them at this point because your work is definitely growing us by the week. This would be huge if we can convince the dragons. Simply know, though, that many of the things they may look for in negotiations are difficult. If they're looking,
Give us an example.
if they're looking for apologies for past actions and transgressions, anything is possible, but that is going to put a strain on many relationships. If they're looking for money and treasure, it's possible as long as it's not unreasonable. I do not know. If they're looking for particular bits of lore and magic, I can't imagine what they might look for, but we could attempt to provide that. Things that they don't have immediate access to. And just be careful. if you can appeal to their sense of righteousness and get them to trust you, you personally, perhaps you will not have to make many concessions. You're muted, Luna.
Okay. Would I know from my dragon lore that metallic
Okay.
dragons are more open to like metals and stuff like that rather than gold itself?
No,
Okay.
no. They, in terms of treasure, they have the same desires and the same. They hoard and gather treasure the same way that chromatics do.
Okay. I do ask her as we leave this room, is this something that I'm okay talking to my people about, or hold this close hold for now?
Oh, of course you may. These are things that your faction already knows. Elia has spoken with the Alliance, and this was a decision made, an agreement, when no one faction would agree to another being allowed to speak for all of us. It was agreed that your group, could do so.
This is just a question I will always ask out of respect for you and the trust you have in us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. And I guess the only other thing Romalia says, the Drakhorn, just so you know, since you always are interested, the patterns of horn sound still isn't making sense, but there's an obscure passage from a treatise historical of the dragon tyrants, an ancient text penned by Reverend Dreener Ristal Leilethar, has made reference to a scroll from the end of the Dawn Age called the Scroll of Draconic Destiny, penned by an unnamed deep dragon sage. That supposedly includes passages about forms of magical energies that only affect dragons. We thought the existence of such a scroll was a myth, and then Nair and the rest of the researchers began finding information about this black ivory scroll case covered in draconic script and imagery. And Nair remembered that such an item had arrived and been catalogued at Candlekeep soon after she began her studies. She had never been allowed to study it, but when she asked about it in relation to the situation, First Reader Master Bookworm relinquished the scroll case to her when it was carefully opened and revealed to actually be that Scroll of Draconic Destiny. It's in an extremely archaic form of Draconic and is slowly being deciphered. We hope, we believe that this item shall allow us to gain much in knowledge and understanding of the sounds and the messages being transferred by the horn, by the Drakhorn. I know Nair is a good friend of Alamir. Perhaps you should relay this information. It may lighten his heart and mood.
We will do. And I'm still hearing the Drakhorn, ain't I?
Oh, everyone is, yes.
Yeah.
It's still going off. I just not going to sit there and constantly talk about it, but it is constantly going off every 20 minutes.
You know
It's
what?
like
It's made,
tinnitus.
What's that?
I was gonna say, do you know what the Dragon's actually made of?
It is a red dragon horn. It is made of the horn of one of Tiamat's former consorts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because if we could just get a bird or something close enough by, like a woodpecker, and it could just bore a hole in the middle of the horn somewhere, it would change the beat or the octave just enough to ruin the entire thing.
That's right. Just takes a woodpecker. That's all it takes.
Shape
Hey, my new
change.
familiar.
No. Hey, Luna.
Nice.
A giant woodpecker.
A giant woodpecker, like
Mhm.
dinosaur size.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta go, ha, ha, ha.
Eh,
Yeah.
All right.
I can
So,
polymorph somebody into that. Oh, I have volunteer.
if there's nothing else,
I
anything
can dodge and run once they hit me.
Yeah. If there's anything specific anyone wants to do, or we can kind of hand wave you doing the normal visiting people, giving reports,
yeah, I'll talk to
taking a
Nair.
night's rest.
I drop my stuff off, talk to my normal people, do my normal cleansing, and then go get some sleep.
Okay.
Replace my socks and my bottles that I've used.
How many days has this enclave of scholarly wizards get together, Tower of the Luzon, everybody? What are we at? A week?
So, oh my gosh.
No. It's been more than a week because they've had all that information for.
And we did tell them that one
We-
mask had been delivered.
Yeah, all the masks are going back to
So
the.
they begin getting together right after, right about the time. Right, because you showed up at the very first meeting, and that was right after the crashing of the flying castle. Right?
Yeah, so I'm like looking at how many weeks they've been investigating the horns now that we brought back the books or the scrolls. Just as a because that means Nair's been here that long. And I'm just making sure she's good and not cracked and
So that began on the 9th of Eliasis, High Sun, and it is now finishing up the 7th of Elaine, the Fading, the next month. So you are really close to 1 month.
okay. That's all Alan here wanted to know. That's it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to see Nair not to talk because he wants to come back with Luna, to go into the whole what we just found out or needed. But right now it's just to say hi and make sure she's okay because I'm guessing it's about midday. I don't know what time it is.
No, it's actually, because you guys spent quite a few hours. It's been another hour, so 4. It's probably, let's say it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. Again, he's doing a drive-by visit, saying hi, and then he's going back to the inn.
Got it.
That's what Alamir's doing. I don't know what. And you said people are just doing their usual. That's his usual.
Yep.
He will plan a dinner and all that other stuff. And
Oh, and when I do see the Emerald Enclave, I would show them the new armor I got and talk with them to learn about it.
Okay.
Should I recognize that?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So that's right. You're wearing the armor. Oh. Okay. Then we got to do this real quick.
you're
the last
pissing
thing
people
we do
off.
tonight.
I put it on.
Actually, you know what? No, there's not really. This is really important. We're gonna take this time next week. So
Sounds good.
So we're gonna end right here where you've all made your reports. Luna is going to see. Is going to see Melanor Fellbranch. the Master of the Wild for the Emerald Enclave. And everyone else is then meeting at the inn. The I can never remember the name.
Down yonder, isn't it? Down
Yeah.
here. Down here.
Down here.
Oh, it's down. Yeah, it's down in this little square. Yeah.
And then in the morning, Elia, the ancient silver dragon, is supposed to come and meet with you, or she says she will come find you and talk about going and meeting with the Council of Metallic Dragons. So, just a little side note, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your 3 days of combat. I guess you could try to fight the metallic dragons, but be prepared for next session that it is going to be one of rhetoric and coming up with ways to convince the dragons to help. So it's going to be a little bit of role play with a couple ways we can do it, but we'll work on that next time. All right. Thank you everybody for another great episode, great session. Love playing with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone out there watching our adventures. Until next time, may your life be filled with peace, joy, and love. Have a good night.
Mana.
Thank you.
Mana.